Hello, Sagittarius. It's Sagittarian Truth Seeker here, and I am here with your love reading for the month of October. Okay, let's see what Sagittarius energy is for the month of. Alright, y'all don't have stuff just jumping out. Alright, there we go. As soon as I said something, start jumping. Just one. Alright. I guess we got a straightforward storyline, maybe. Manifest. Alright, we manifesting. So what we have is daydreams and decisions. Okay? And we also have detach. Alright. Alright, I guess we'll see what this is about. And let's see what we need to be focused on as far as love. That's where our energy is, but is that where our minds need to be? Sagittarius. Alright. Oh. I don't know if I want to take all that, but I guess I will. Joy is the shadows. So we have harmony, satisfaction, and forgiveness. And I feel like that's one storyline. So this has to do with reconciliation with somebody, okay? And then we have another storyline where it's priorities, release, and kindness. So one person we're forgiving and coming together because that person satisfies us. And another person, their priorities is up. And so we need to release them kindly. Don't start no, okay? This is not the month to start with nobody. It's real crazy, okay? All right, so the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So we're thinking clearly. And now that we're thinking clearly, I feel like this is where the whole daydreams and decisions come up to play. And one half of you, you're detaching yourself. That's one of your storylines. And then the other person, you're going to make a decision on this person about the forgiving and reconciliation here. All right, so I got to work with two storylines, one spread. Here we go. Where are we? Two of Pentacles. So some of you are dealing with two people, or you have two decisions. We have over here, release this person because I'm not a priority, or they're not making me a priority, or forgive this other person and be happily ever after. Okay, but the forgiveness part may not be so easy. We have to detach to what they did in order to bring this harmony together. Okay. Whew. So two decisions. Remember, Sagittarius, you always have these twos, and we still have these twos because some people are dealing with twin flame, karmic, soulmates, life partners, and you just like, look, I really don't know. I really need help with this. And so right now, it's up in the air. We're tossing it up in the air, weighing out the pros and cons of either of these situations, right? And so what's challenging us is the Six of Swords, peaceful resolutions and transitioning here. Okay, so like I said, do not get crazy this month. October is not the month for you to be wanting to go overboard with anything, okay? But the Six of Swords is about moving onward. Usually with the person, usually fixing it with them with these forgiveness here, or releasing can be moving on by yourself. But if you're juggling two people, one has to be released, okay? Because it's one, okay? We can only do this for so long. We get the muscles, but we get tired, okay? You got to take a break. Okay, so what's on our mind is the Eight of Wands. Stuff is everywhere. The energy is everywhere, and you may not be able to keep up with what's going on. The universe is really, like, that's why the energy is so crazy, and people are on edge. I've been on edge, straight snapping, trying not to snap on people, but I can feel it. Like, one wrong move, and I feel like I could just go off on somebody, and I'm just like, why is my energy like this? And that's because the universal energy is crazy, because a lot of things are transforming into, you know, different things. Long story. Okay, so the foundation here is the Two of Wands. Oh my goodness. I feel like I pulled the same reading for Sagittarius, even though the storylines are a little different. I'm trying to see, are we getting anywhere? Decisions versus detaching from somebody, because whatever person you pick, whatever a road you pick, you still have to release something from the past or something that you're dealing with now. Some got to be let go of. So in the past situation, we did walk away. Some of you walked away, or somebody walked away from you. That should make your situation easier though, right? But I feel like this looked like the person who's coming back for you. You got one person coming back for you. We have a lot of people with the Sagittarius. I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune a lot, which means karmic events from the past are creating your present footsteps now and your future footsteps, which you have not so much control over. Okay. So yeah, we see somebody pack their bags, want us to leave, but like I see somebody walking back. And if you are not confused now, or you don't have two options now, or choices you make later on in the month of October. So what we have coming here is, yeah, it won't be unity. So some of you are releasing this energy, or some of you are still not gonna choose or just set anything in stone. There's something that you want to, some people, there's something that you need to see out of this person, maybe where their priorities are. Maybe you need the truth, because if I can't forgive you if I don't know what I'm forgiving you for. I'm just not going to fucking forgive you because you told me to, you know? So we have that situation, and some of you are not ready to release this energy, or you don't know how, but prioritizing would be very important here. Okay. So your next step with this, which is in reverse because we're not going to pick, remember? But it's the Ten of Pentacles energy here. The relationship. Okay, so the universe is trying to force y'all into something of a relationship, because even the Four of Wands is about unity and coming together with somebody, right? And then where we need to be going is towards this energy, but we be going towards the other energy. Okay, some of us be going the opposite way of where the universe is trying to push us to go. But it even seems like the other person is easier to deal with, or it's, you know, you trust them more, even if they don't put you as a priority. And some of them, what you have to forgive is not going to be easy. Like whatever the forgiveness part is, and it don't even have to be somebody doing some cheating or something. It's a lot of things where people are doing other stuff. Okay? People are doing witchcraft. People are doing magic. People are doing things to block you. And then it's the people who you love. And then you got to forgive them. But this is like your life partner, twin flame. And it just goes fucking on and on and on and on. Okay, so the universe is trying to push you to something long term, and you go with the other one. But I will tell you, whoever you are meant to be with in this lifetime, no matter if you choose somebody else, if you have a divine partner that you have a soul contract with, that you have to figure out, that you have to work out in this lifetime, you will still end up with that person. Okay, there will be a big tower moment. Everything, you'll be together, or this person will keep coming in and out and in and out and in and out your life. So it's just like, we just be with. But, you know, life partners and twin flames and all divine partnerships, those are the hardest to, you know, just forgive and not forget, but forgive and move on. Okay. So on the outside, what we have? So we have somebody, they're not giving either. You're not giving, they're not giving. Because it's something that you want out of this person. It could be reconciliation. It could be an apology of some sort. We do have that Six of Cups energy, but it is in reverse. Not enough communication going on here. So you're not talking to me. You're not saying anything to me. You're not showing me that you want to be with me. So, oh, well, I'll pick the other person, or I'll pick something new that comes in. So whenever you want to act right, don't get mad when you see me with person B. You could have been person A. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing, because there's a union supposed to be with these Sagittarius. I've been having a lot of spiritual, Sagittarius energy. So you're supposed to be in a union as of now. But there's too much going on. Maybe that person walked away, you couldn't take their stuff, or they got with somebody else. Whatever the case have been. They went in a different direction, or maybe you went in a different direction. Okay, so what you need to know is to let your fucking guards down. Nine of Wands in reverse. So when this person, I guess they pop back up, they come around, or some decisions have to be made, it's saying don't be so, like, don't be like that. Because that is the advice for you. Don't fight it. Some of you are not fighting it because it's something wrong. You're fighting it because it's strong. Some people are not liking how strong they have a connection or tie to these people. Meanwhile, other people are so, like, infatuated. Like, oh, God, this is just so strong and I love it. Other people are like, this can't be healthy. These type of ties that the universe, or these soul ties the universe got going on, these cannot be healthy. I feel like super drawn to somebody and I just want to pull back. I want to run, Everybody has to be comfortable for some type of stuff like that. And they're not ready. And you can't make anybody be ready. So sometimes they have to go through more karmic relationships or other people before they realize that. Okay. Now, your hopes and fears is for a new chapter. We're contradicting ourselves. You want a new chapter, But with, first of all, it's not, you not be contradicting. You might, who I want a new chapter with, somebody totally new or somebody who's going to come back, you know, talking about they sorry, right? Or, but I want a new chapter in my life. Okay? But I feel as though a new chapter is pulling me to somebody old or somebody that I do have a strong connection with, but I'm just not really sure about them, you know? But even like I'm telling you, even if you go date this karmic person, you don't know they're karmic, but even if you go date this person or whoever, that other energy that's supposed to be there will come back around. And I'm not really talking about twin flames like that. I'm talking about divine partnerships. Because what some people don't know is, you know, your twin flame not be your lover. Okay, your twin flame could be your karmic soulmate, you know, the lifetime partner. It's what I call them, the life partner. And, you know, that whole thing. So you want a new chapter. Outcome is the Nine of Cups. We're going to be content. So some of you may not take any of these offers as of right now, still sit back and evaluate, right? And you're going to decide, no, not right now. Because the whole thing about this is to forgive that person or to be able to transition and move onward. And you do that. You be like, I forgive you. And the other person, you be like, you're nice, but, you know, I want to take it slow. But overall, emotionally within yourself, you're going to be content. And I felt like we've been this way for a while. Well, not content. A lot of us have been in our heads. Okay, a lot of us have been like in our heads and now we're getting out of them. Amen to that. A lot of us have been trying to figure out these strong ass connections. And now that when you surrender to these connections and stop trying to force them or see what it is, life is so much better. I promise you it is, y'all. The twin flame obsession, the life partner obsession where you just trying to really figure out what's going on is stressful. And when you release that and when you surrender and just be like, I'm gonna let it be what it is, you will feel so much better. I promise you. I feel so much better. You know, I don't worry about it. It is what it is. And then that's when it comes. But, you know, I feel like you guys are going to be content within yourself. And whatever it is that you've been wishing for, you're going to get it in due time. But a new chapter is coming for you. Okay? And in that chapter, it is love. But also in that chapter, it is self-love. And it is something coming into your life that maybe you weren't even aware of. Right? Because even if the person that you want and you really feel a connection to, if they don't make you a priority, you do not go for it. Okay? For some of you, the reason why this Ten of Pentacles is in reverse when it says your next step, because you got to turn it, you need to turn it down. This is the person, some of you, this is the person you're supposed to be with. Don't get me wrong. Ten of Pentacles, that's that everlasting type of love. But if they're not making you first or putting you first, they're not ready for you. And so therefore, we won't be in union. Okay? They're not ready. Some people, they're not ready yet. But you're going to be content with this. You're going to realize, I make myself happy and I can go out and date somebody else. It's a new chapter. The world's showing, so that means there's other options out there available to you. And when they're ready to bring their ass around, maybe they will. Okay. So let's see what's going on. All right. I got awakening. All right. This is what we got going on. So somebody is having an awakening. All right. The person that probably walked away, they're having a spiritual awakening, or the person that you meet, whatever, they're having an awakening. All right, they're realizing shit. Somewhere in the spring, this was significant. It could have been last spring or it could be the next spring. Okay, but spring will be significant because what's been happening is they've been masking the way they feel, who they are, their insecurities, how you know, the things that you guys go through or that have went through. They've been covering up who they truly are. Okay, so that's where maybe forgiveness has to come into play. But guess what's going to happen? They're going to go through a reinvention, and so are you. Okay? Reinventioning, awakening. But first, there has to be a tower moment with this individual. So that's why I say somebody come back around to you and want reconciliation, but you need to watch their actions. And I feel like some of you are going to just say, not right now, because you're going to realize this person is not ready for me. I've got shit together. You're not ready for me. Okay? I'm going to go over there and get him or her, you know, and we're going to ride it out for now. But this is a self-worth thing. Self-worth. And that's what you're going to be. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be just content because you're going to realize they still haven't got their shit together. Okay? And so they all go actually together. You forgive this person. You guys good. Six of Swords. We're transitioning. You know, you've been hiding who you were. I couldn't figure you out, and I'm not about to try to figure you out now until you figure yourself out, because obviously you don't know who you are. So now I don't know. I didn't know who you were either, and that's because you don't know who you are. Okay? And then we have satisfaction. So somebody's going to be very happy, 9 of Cups, that we've at least gotten to that point. And so, you know, since you're not making me a priority, you know, I'm going to have to release you. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I'm going to have to release you, but it's out of love. It's out of kindness. I'm not going to do this in no crazy way, but I'm going to change my focus though, because I refuse to be stuck. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. I will see you guys later. Bye.